Hello everyone, welcome back to We Flip Cars. Thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to try and buy the cheapest Ford Ranger wildtrak in the country. It needs to be a 3.2 TDCi. We've had a look, there's a lot of 2.2s out there. They're not as desirable, so we're hunting through our network of main dealers trying to find the right truck for us. Now we've found one. I'll pop up the video just here. Now it's up on the miles, it's done 147,000 miles, but it's in the perfect colour. It looks like it's in great condition. So we've only got 18 minutes left until this auction goes live and it finishes. So we need to be quick and have a look through to make sure that it's in immaculate condition. It won't be in immaculate condition, but we need to make sure it's in good condition, it's been well kept. So let's look through the photos quickly. Front end looks all right, nothing glaringly obvious. Doesn't seem to be any paintwork needed, no drastic paint, no massive dents. I'll have a look at the condition chart in a minute as well, but if we look through these pictures first, alloys, good condition, tyres, look like they've got quite a lot of depth, tiny little bit there, that'll polish out, that's not a problem, some stone chips as to be expected. But yeah, the alloys look all good. There's a tiny bit there just above the windscreen, but we can soon probably touch that in. A little bit of rust on them steps there, but that's to be expected because of the mileage. So I think that we might have to go with this one and try and win it, because I believe it's going to be the cheapest in the country. There's a tear on the driver's side seat, which is quite normal for these trucks. We have had quite a lot of them, even with low mileage, with these tears on the seats. So we can always get that attended to. Whether a potential buyer on this truck with this sort of mileage would be bothered about a tear on the seats, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll have a look into that. Interior condition does look mint though, it doesn't look filthy. The rear of the truck in that bed looks absolutely immaculate for the age. Yes, so overall, condition-wise, there's the service book there. We'll have a look through the service history in a minute as well. Here's the pictures of the service history. So it's been serviced 2015, 2016, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23. Last service was at 130,000 miles and it was serviced at Ford. So, all looks good. Auto Trader retail rating of 95 out of 100. Here's the vehicle condition chart. So multiple chips on the bonnet, tiny scuff either side on the front quarters, rust on them steps, a couple of scuffs on the rear bumper corners and a tiny scuff on the rear bumper. So nothing major. It's actually very minimal for the amount of mileage that this truck's actually got. So it's obviously been well looked after. The best thing about this truck is that there's no VAT to pay. So it's in Worthing, West Sussex, not too far from us. We could either look at getting that delivered, which would cost us £95 plus the VAT, not too dear at all, or we could jump on a train and go and collect it ourselves. So I think we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna do some live bidding, and I think that we need to check Auto Trader to see how it compares. I did have a look on Auto Trader just before setting up the video, and from what I can see, what I can find, the cheapest in the country is this one here. Now it's done slightly less miles. It's done 122,000 miles, but it is identical. It is a Ford Ranger wildtrak 2015. Auto, it is exactly the same, just slightly less miles, 20,000 less miles, and it's listed at 9,995. Now that's probably plus the VAT, so our truck's not going to have any VAT. We're probably looking at listing this truck for around about £8,000, £8,000 to £9,000 if we was to buy it. So we need to make sure there's enough margin in the truck. We don't need to get ahead of ourselves bidding too high. Let's have another little look at that truck to see if the condition is as good as the one we're looking at. It looks pretty mint. It looks like it comes from BCA, looking at the photos. We don't buy any of our stock from BCA. But it looks in fairly good condition. It doesn't have the black alloys. It does have the tear on the driver's side seat, which is, like I say, very common on these trucks. But it's identical to the truck that we're looking at. So I think if we list this truck for £8,000 to £9,000 with no VAT, could even maybe push up to 10,000 with no VAT. So let's come back to this when we're ready to bid. We've got 13 minutes left and we'll show you if we win it or not very soon.
Right, let's see if we can win this Ford Ranger Wildtrak. I am in charge of bidding because I have the fast fingers. Right, so looking at the pictures again, it looks like it's coming from a Mercedes main dealer. That gives us a bit of confidence. Someone's probably bought a brand new Mercedes, part X its truck in. For what it's worth, that might mean that they've looked after it. So we've got the buyer's fees to add to this. Let's look at that quickly. So if we win this for between 4 and 5.5 grand, it'd be 130 in fees plus the VAT. So let's have a look. We probably want to be paying around 5 grand for this truck. 22 seconds left. Let's put in a bid. Let's go 5011. We don't want to pay too much for this truck. Only 4 people currently watching. Oh, it's just jumped up to 5. That's surprising. I thought there'd be more people on this. Right. Confirm bid. Ah, we've lost it. We lost it.
What an epic fail that was.
Sorry people, that was a bit of an anticlimax to this video, wasn't it? I failed, sorry about that. But did we really want that truck? Did we want a 147-mile old banger truck?
It would have owed about, with the prep and the fees, I think about 6.5 grand if you was to pay £5,700.
Yeah, so someone probably has still bought the cheapest 2015 3.2 Wildtrak in the country.
Yeah, definitely.
Would have been a bit of good fun, bit of good content, see if it blew up on the way home.
Well, that would have been something that we should have been wary of, but all fun for the channel.
Yeah, and if we could have nicked it for 5 grand, it definitely would have been worth buying. We could have gone a bit more, but probably not one for us.
A few moments later.
So it's not all bad news, people. We have found another high mileage truck. We're going to possibly bid on this one. We're keeping an eye on it. So it's a 2017 Mitsubishi L200. It's the Barbarian. It looks in decent condition for the mileage. 131,000 miles plus the VAT. So we're going to have to be careful, but 0 previous owners and full service history. Let's scroll down. It gives us a rough description and it also tells us there's no warning lights, 3 keys actually with this one, and full service history. So all looks good. Good Auto Trader retail rating, and it's in Bristol. So £155 plus the VAT for a delivery. Let's scroll back up, see if there's any damage on it. I think that it needs a wing mirror cover, as you can see just there. So we'll have to get one of those ordered. A tiny scuff on this front quarter. That little bit of trim needs pulling together. And both rear quarters might need a little bit of paint. So it needs a bit of prep. 16 seconds left and it's at 61.75. No one's bid on it yet, so I'm going to bid 61.75. Hope no one else bids on it, and then I'll be able to find out what the reserve is so that I can then give them my highest offer. So there we go. No one else has bid. I'm the highest bidder. The reserve has not been met, so that will be put into my provisional pile. And we've now got to wait and see if we will be able to buy this truck for hopefully around about £6,500. It retails at £10,000 plus the VAT. I think it's more like 9,495 plus the VAT. So I think 6.5 plus the VAT is fair with the prep that's needed. It's high mileage, fairly high risk to be honest. So we're taking a bit of a gamble here, but hopefully this one pays off.
Hello, this is Paul, dear auction, how can I help?
Hello Paul, it's Liam at Kent Car Group, just calling about a provisional.
Okay, got a regional before me, Liam?
Yes mate, 2 seconds. Whiskey Uniform 17.
Yeah.
Whiskey Lima Juliet.
So, is that a Mitzi?
That's the one mate.
Right, let's have a look then. Right, okay, Liam, yeah, you bid 61.75.
Yeah, that's correct.
He's got 7 grand on it as a reserve.
Okay. It's been through a couple of times, this one, am I right?
This is second time in, to be fair.
Okay, and what was the deal last time?
Well, last time in, it made, let's have a look. When was it? Oh, that was the first, so first of the month, and it made 62 and a half.
Okay, and the reserve is 7, yeah?
7 grand, yes.
Okay, mate. Could you try them at 6.5 for me?
65, yeah, of course. And it says, let me just make sure that is there. Because it's always good to see the yes to that vehicle. Okay, no problem at all. After 65.
Lovely.
I'm coming back to you if it needs any more, or are you all out of that, is it?
I'll be all out at 65, to be completely honest. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's absolutely fine. As long as I know.
Yeah.
You know, obviously if it's 100 quid more, I will give you a bell.
Yeah,
If you say, no, it's got to be 7, I won't bother you again type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Okay, mate.
Thank you very much.
Unless really close.
Lovely. Thank you, mate. Speak soon.
Cheers now.
Bye.
So while we was looking for a high mileage truck, we came across this gangster whip, and I actually fancy this for myself. BMW X6. Bit of a discrepancy on this one, people. They've listed it as 84,000 miles, but if we zoom into this picture, it's actually done 91. So we got a bid accordingly on this, but looking through the pictures, looks nice and clean. Looks really nice with the white with the black wheels. All looks in good condition. Good service history. I really do fancy this for myself. Now we've got to be careful because it's on 5,050, it's had 12 bids. Couple of wheel scuffs, little chip on the front bumper, but they give a retail on this of £12,000. We think that's a little bit out, but let's have a bid and see what we can do. 6 mil on all the tyres, it's nice and local to us, Gravesend just up the road, not much of a trip to go and collect it. Right, let's see what we can do. Looking at description, all looks good, 2 keys, book pack present, pictures of the service history, no rips or tears in the interior. Looks good. Right, let's have a bid. 26 seconds left. What should we bid on this? I'm going to go quite low, so I'm going to bid 6413. I think we'll probably win it for that. It probably won't meet the reserve, but let's have a look. We can always negotiate with them. Have a proper in-depth look because it's caught us on the hot list. So if we win it, we'll probably have a look on Auto Trader, see what they actually retail for. Highest bidder, 2 seconds left. Right, it looks like we won it for 6413. Didn't meet the reserve. That will go into provisional negotiation. So let's see what we can do. Oh, it's exciting. We're expecting a call back from dealer auction any minute. But before they ring us back and let us know what the reserve price is, we will go on Auto Trader and find out what they're actually retailing for. It did say 12 grand. We think that's a little bit optimistic. So let's have a look. We've put it into the criteria. We've gone 2013 BMW X6 below 100,000 miles. Let's see what comes up. Right, so the cheapest one on there is done 80,000 and it's under 10 grand. We've then got one done 95 for 10.6, 95 for 10.8 in white with the black wheels, identical to the one we're looking at. 82,000, 10,950, bit lower mileage than ours. So that retail is probably incorrect. That needs to be priced between 10 and 11 grand. So let's wait until they ring back and let's give them a bid.
Hi Chris, Kevin, dealer auction.
How are you, mate?
Guy on that for you.
Any good?
He says, yeah, if you have a
Say again, mate?
you have a look at the dash, there's a photograph of the dash, it's 91,157 the miles.
Oh, okay. They've just entered the mileage wrong then.
I have no idea where they got the mileage from, you know, depends
Okay,
who's
mate.
done it. Yeah, he sort of recognised it was a mistake, but the photograph does say 91,157.
Okay, mate.
Got to be £8,000 to get it bought, mate.
Right, give me 5 minutes, mate. Let me have a think and I'll give you a call back.
Brilliant, mate. You're calling me, yeah?
Yeah, please, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank
Cheers,
you.
mate. Speak to you soon.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. So, what do you think? We didn't buy the Ford Ranger. That went for too much. The Mitsubishi L200, we might have bought that one. We're not going to let you know just yet. And the X6, we might have bought that too. But you might have to watch the next video to find out. So thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Make sure you click that notification bell so you're notified when our next video is uploaded. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again in our next video.